Hello and welcome back to SEO for web designers. When you're trying to help a client build more traffic through organic, non-paid search results on Google and Bing and Yahoo, all of your efforts are going to go to waste if you don't understand the basics of keyword research. Now, as we're going to discover in this lesson, the keyword research you perform with your client is going to form the foundation of all your SEO efforts. After all, this is search engine optimization. We're trying to optimize a website to get better results in the major search engines. And what do people do when they go to a search engine? Well, they're looking for information. And they find that information by entering in a search term or a keyword phrase, and then Google or Bing or Yahoo will take that search phrase and deliver a list of what it considers to be the most appropriate results for that keyword phrase. So if you're not targeting the right keywords, then your efforts are not going to yield very good results. So let's take a look at some examples in Google. Let's say that we're helping somebody build a website for their fitness business, whatever kind of fitness business it is. Maybe they're running a gym, or maybe they just want a blog where they're going to talk about their own weight loss progress or something like that. But there are a number of different things they could focus on in the fitness world. Well, let's say they wanted to get first page search results for the term fitness in Google. Well, let's search for fitness first of all. And as you can imagine, there are millions of people probably all over the world that are searching for this phrase, for this word fitness. So with that many people searching for this word, you might think that it's a good one to target. You might think that with all of these millions of people searching for fitness things, that surely some of them are going to find your site. Well, unfortunately, that's usually not going to be the case. When you have a search term that's this broad, it's actually going to be very, very difficult to rank very high at all in the search engine results. First of all, since it's such a broad phrase, you'll notice at the top of Google here that there are about 1.3 billion results that Google pulls up using this word fitness, which means that you're going to have a difficult time getting anywhere near even the top 100 or even 1,000 search result pages for that search term. And when's the last time that you were searching for something in Google and you kept flipping forward until you got to page 100 or page 1,000? Most people never make it off the first page of search results. A few people might make it into the second page, and even fewer people might make it into the third page of search results, but very, very few people go past the third or fourth page of the search results. Most people, if they don't find what they're looking for on page 1, then they'll either go to another search engine or they'll just type in a more specific search term. So one of the key strategies, if not the key strategy for effective keyword research, is selecting terms that are more specific. So if your client is building a website for a specific kind of fitness business, or if they're targeting a specific gender or age or anything like that, anything that would narrow it down a little bit, it would be much more effective to go for some more specific search terms. But even with the more specific keyword terms, you still need to do your research because there are a lot of more specific terms that still have a lot of competition. For example, let's say we wanted to search for how to lose weight. Again, something that a lot of people are looking for. And as you can see, 308 million search results. So you might think that's a lot better than 1.3 billion, but still, if you've got 308 million search results and a lot of different people competing for this search term, it's going to be very, very difficult to rank on the first page for that search term. Which brings us to the concept of long tail keywords. A long tail keyword is a very specific targeted keyword phrase that doesn't have as much competition. You're not going to see 308 million results, but it's easier to rank for page 1 because there aren't as many different websites competing for that search term. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. If you're competing with 1.3 billion other websites, then chances are you're not going to get even within the first 100 search result pages. So chances are, even though you have a lot of people searching for that term, none of them are going to find you because nobody's going to go to page 285 of the search results in order to find the website they're looking for. Chances are they're going to find the website they're looking for way before they get to yours. But if we target a longer, more specific keyword phrase, you're not going to have nearly as many people looking for that phrase, but a much larger percentage of those people are going to find you because it's going to be easier to get to page 1 of Google for those search result pages. So you'll find that using these long tail keywords will get you much, much more traffic than trying to target these generic keyword phrases or keywords like fitness or weight loss. So in order to properly do keyword research, you need to sit down with your client and have a conversation about what their business is, what is their specialty, what are they doing with their business that other businesses might not be doing. And you need to think also in terms of the user. When somebody comes to a website, or when they come to Google or Bing or Yahoo and they want to find something, how do they sit down? What terms do they type in when they're trying to find something? Well, chances are they're looking for something specific. Either they're looking for a fitness gym in their area, so you can narrow it down by geographic area, or they might be looking for advice or reviews for a specific weight loss product or fitness product. Maybe they're looking for reviews for something like P90X or CrossFit or something like that. The more specific you can get with the search terms that you target, the more likely you're going to be able to reach out and connect with people that are looking for information. And the keyword research you do, it can be a very tedious process, but if you come up with the right search results and if you're able to target the right keyword phrases, then you're going to have a very good foundation to build the rest of your SEO efforts around. Now, some of you may never have to worry about keyword research. Some of you might be working for a big company or a web design firm where somebody else does all the keyword research and you're just in charge of putting the websites together. And that's okay. But it's important to understand once that keyword research is done, how to take those keywords and how to incorporate them in the website in a way that makes sense, in a way that makes it visible to search engines, as well as in a way that is interesting to the user, that will keep the users coming back again. Because one of the things that search engines look at, especially when it comes to specific keywords, is when somebody types in a specific keyword phrase and then clicks on your website, how long do they stay at your website when they get there using that particular keyword phrase? Well, if somebody searches for how to lose weight using ... whatever specific program you're looking for, and they find your website in the search results and they click on it and they immediately see that it doesn't have the information that they're looking for, they're immediately going to go somewhere else, and Google's going to notice that. They're going to notice that when they entered that search term, they didn't stay on your site very long, and so Google will assume that your site is not a very authoritative site for that search term, and that will harm your search results. So you need to make sure that not only are you doing the appropriate keyword research, but that you're also thinking about your users, and that when you're targeting a specific phrase, that the content on your website has important, useful, helpful information regarding that phrase that will keep people on your site longer and will keep people coming back for more. So this all sounds very difficult. I mean, how do we find the right keywords to use? How do we know if a keyword that we're targeting is going to be effective? How do we know that we're not going to be wasting time on a particular keyword phrase trying to optimize our website for it? Well, in the next video, we're actually going to talk about a very methodical way that we can sit down and weed through a list of keywords in order to find the ones that are going to work the best. So we'll get started with that in the next video. Thank you for watching.